Okay, so this video is all about finding out the highest common factor, HCF. Highest common factor is when you find the largest number that when you multiply it by something else goes into your total. So I've got 80 and 60. I have already written out the prime factor trees because that's going to be my preferred way of solving this. But if I wanted to do this a different way, and I'll show you that in a minute, I could do it a different way as well. So there's two real methods, but I much prefer the highest common factor method. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my highlighter and I'm going to highlight a number that appears in both of the prime factor groups. So I've got 2 and I've got 2 and I've also got 5. Okay, there's a 5 in each list. So therefore I can say that I know my HCF is going to be, oops, that didn't want to do that. So my HCF is going to be 2 times 2 times 5. Now I want to work that out, so 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so that would be one way of working out your highest common factor. If your numbers are small, then you could go, right, what are the factors of 80? Now remember, factors are two numbers that multiply to make your answer. So I've got 1 and 80. Oops, not 18. My hand was doing something, but my brain was saying something else. So let's get that back. So I've got 1 and 80. I've got 2 and 40. 3 doesn't divide 80. I've got 4 and 20. Got 5 and 16. 6 doesn't divide 80. 7 doesn't divide 80. 8 and 10. And that's me done. And if I do exactly the same thing with 60, so that's 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and 15, 5 and 12, 6 and 10, 7, 8, 9, that's me done. And if I look through my lists, my highest common factor should be the biggest numbers in both lists. So the numbers that are in both lists are 1, well that's always going to be true because 1's a factor of everything. 2 is in both lists. 4 is in both lists. 5 is in both lists. 10 is in both lists. And 20 is in both lists. So by doing the factors and finding the factors of the number, I found the highest common factor is 20, which is what we found before. Now you can clearly see that by knowing your prime factor trees, that's going to be a lot quicker in the long run. Okay, and it also helps with the lowest common multiple, which is the next video. Until next time.